So you guys can take a look at the headline and the caption that's on the screen. Look, I'm gonna say this. I think nuclear weapons are a bad idea. I think the people who came up with the idea of nuclear weapons were, were fucking idiots. As bright as they were, I think they were idiots to to create a weapon of mass destruction that could devastate an entire country, even if you just harm a small fraction of the country. The nuclear the nuclear explosion itself will kill millions. The fallout will kill even more people than that, more than likely. The nuclear radiation and the fallout is, oh my gosh, and think about the nuclear poison that will be picked up by the Earth's wind currents and spread. I mean, it's people who would think to do some shit like that are some sick motherfuckers. The people who invented this shit are some sick, silly motherfuckers. As smart as you people were, you were stupid as hell. The people who continue to try and amass these weapons and gather and build these weapons are some sick, stupid motherfuckers. In my opinion, I think they're dumb as fuck. I don't think anybody on the planet, for those of you who are probably thinking some stupid ass shit right now, I don't think anybody on the planet should have nuclear weapons. Before you ask the question, no one should have nuclear weapons. We shouldn't have them. In fact, I'm gonna be honest with you and say that there's no need for there to be any war or strife on this planet at all. There really isn't. The only reason why there is those things is because there are too many people on the planet who feel as though they have a right to rule everybody else, and the only way to have power is to amass shit, stuff, the things that people value. If you control all the things that people value, then you up your own worth, your own self-importance. Like, think about it. How many of you will be willing to live in a society where we take all the wealth, every single cent of wealth on this planet, and redistribute it evenly across the globe? How many of you will be willing to live in a society like that, where we take the positions of power and we have a fair process where those positions of power are distributed evenly across the global economy, the global society, so that those who are best suited to lead, and not the ones who know more people in a certain clique or have the most money, are actually in those positions to help the world end up going into a better direction? How many of you would want to live in a world like that? Because I'm going to honestly say this. I don't have all the answers, but if you think that living in a world like that is a bad idea, kill yourself, because you shouldn't be here. If you don't want to see the entire world just end all the nonsense and everybody be on the equal, everybody start over from the same position. Whatever you amass from that point, you amass, or whatever. I'm not talking about taking anything that you have right now. I'm just talking about all the real wealth in the world is evenly distributed, not taken away from anything that you already have right now. But everybody has nobody goes without. Everybody has a home. Everybody has something that they can use or barter in the exchange of goods and services. Everybody gets an opportunity to make it. Everybody has the opportunity to eat a meal or a couple of meals a day. You know what I'm saying? Whereas though we have people in this world who go without. That's all I'm saying. Redistribute the power of the world. You would see some real change then. You would see some real change when multinational conglomerates aren't allowed to continue to monopolize a certain market or industry, when that wealth is broken up and redistributed. What happens to these people with all this power then, when the media is no longer being controlled by just a handful of people, when that is cracked open like an egg and redistributed? What happens then? What happens to a society like that? What if our common goal was to propel human society into the future? How, you know what I'm saying? Working together as a single cohesive unit, as opposed to every individual looking out for his own best interests. But I know, I know. That's too far fetched. You know what I'm saying? Because certain people on our planet don't feel good about themselves if they can't stand on your neck. And that's fucked up that it's like that, but it's the truth. They don't feel good about themselves if they can't dominate you. But I'm not a psychiatrist or a psychotherapist, so I'm not going to get into the psychology of people like that. But I'm done with this rant. I just wanted to make this video to highlight how fucking idiotic it is to live on a planet where we're clamoring for nuclear weapons, but everybody's talking about the conservation of life. I mean, how serious can these people be? And then at the end of the day, what about our world leaders? Because I'm starting to think that these people are akin to fucking 6-year-olds throwing a temper tantrum in school because because another kid has a bigger ball than they do. At the end of the day, our world leaders are fucking elementary school kids crying over who has the biggest fucking beach ball. At the end of the day, kids do mean, stupid shit like that to each other. This is what our world leaders are doing right now. They're petty, immature, emasculated people who are small-minded and petty. And these are the people that are running our world and telling us what to do. The average person on an everyday basis is smarter than a lot of these fucking world leaders. We've had 2 presidents that I can put up as absolute proof of that right now. And there's no need to say their names. But I'm done, man. I'm done. Make of this shit what you will. Think what you will. But I think that it's time to take the power away from the fucking children and let the grown-ups run the show for once.